Look at what the Volga looks like with its jokes, of course, on the body, but in general it has a look. What the fuck is that sticking out? Ah, this is the handbrake cable normally. Well, Passat, how to tell it? Well, yes. Along the way, the guru's tank will have to be changed. The oil is leaking. It flows well like this. Well, not oil, but liquid, of course. Let's take another look. By the way, I bought some pants. One Russian company has been looking for a long time. Satisfied my demand for sure pants. So that we will have pants. There's a stove, of course. There's nothing to breathe at all. Let's see what's going on under the hood. Oh? Well, you were fine yesterday. One moment. So, there is a slurry. The muddy stuff. Let's watch the butter. It's not clear. But there is oil. There is oil. That's good. I just have nothing to wipe with. Look, fresh streaks on the valve cover. Not observed yet. Maybe you don't even need to change the gasket. It was just pouring from the neck. The weather is hellish today. The belt is in place. DMRV has an output. I've been reading a lot of forums here. And maybe you need to move the board down. And there will be turnovers in order. In addition, there is still a connection, but it is clear that yes. Maybe the air is sucking in. This bolt is on the flap. The sensor also matters, it may be malfunctioning. I forgot some kind of system. It may also be faulty, judging by the sealant it was once made. In short, today there are a few technical nuances, and then we will solve the wiring issues. For example, look, the generator goes. There's some kind of collective farm here. Where is this going? Why, I don't understand. This is a minus for somewhere. To somewhere here. Why minus? And it's fused with something else. That's a plus. He's just lying around. Or the mass, the dick will understand. So, let's not just throw it. Yesterday's twist has not yet been unwound. In short, this. I'm here. Well, you get it, right. I've been poking around. This is of course nonsense. Let's try it now. Goodbye. Now let's try to deal with the DMRV. And then we'll put on the battery and roll. Let's go on rolling the wheelbarrow. Understand what's wrong with her. Of course, I don't like the oil seal from the box. But how to pour oil? I guess the traffic jam is up there. It is filled in the same place. It will be necessary to call the dudes about this and ask if they will undertake to do this whole thing. Just pour the oil into the box. And so in general, the car is not bad, but it's already over, specifically this car. In general, Passat B3 is our good one. Sedan, not knowing the expense. According to the account of the university. Oh, look. What's hanging out there? And what is it? Some terminal is loose. Come on, bitch, you can't get it. Now I'm out of shit all over again. The problem. She just rotted away. Okay, let's decide. Change the glass handle. I was already all out of shit. Then I've already wiped the dream car. So, let's see how he's doing. Nothing, of course. Bye. Bye. Bad. Even worse. I work with gas. We'll see everything. Let's go to the DMRV. It stinks like shit. In short, the bolts of the pie shit. We need to solve something with them. Now I'm going to try to drive them away, knock them out, because in the yards to include such a thing. There is no need to move the board down. If it doesn't work out, we remove the fee, we'll take it home. I'm going to drill a little hole up to pull it down. But the bolts will also need to be knocked out and changed. I don't have a screwdriver, I don't have a normal tool either, so we'll approach it as it is. In general, about the exhaust. I was given the original exhaust. They found the original exhaust in the trash for $1,500, but the pipe is rotten there, so it farts. So I'm not going to treat it yet, it's kind of pointless. But in general, although the interior stinks already wonderful. Let's drive off now, I'll try to pick him up a little. We look the other way around, but let's give him loads. Turn on the stove, light. The exhaust farts, you still need to go to the dudes to the others. In the garages, maybe they'll do me fine. In short, I bent my paw, this is DMRV, a little bit. And the revs have become kind of stable. Everything seems to have become normal. Well, that is, under load, even the battery plus is recharged. Everything seems to work clearly. That is, somewhere it floats between, probably 800 and 700 revolutions plus or minus. In short, it is clear. We need to somehow pull off the board. Pull the board, tear off the bolts, and drill a little upwards. And on these normal bolts, they are this shit. They absolutely didn't spin around here. They should have been filmed initially, they didn't spin, and got stuck along the way as it should. And they are made. And they are made of shit. Here. I've driven up to 70 now, I've fired up this rattletrap. It's certainly something like that. This is a content car. We need to sell it anyway. To anyone who wants to experience this great high. How they dislike the car. I don't even know. I don't know what to say about this. That's what makes me sad, of course. That's it. It is of course repaired, cut, boiled, painted without problems. But if it makes sense to make this car, the only thing it has left is the motor. That's it, there's nothing else here. There is absolutely nothing. And this is the problem with electricity. Let's try it. Here it works. The battery is on an endless charge. Farts, of course. They did not make a muffler so normally, and did not do it, because everything is occupied by an electric mirror there. Look at them working. And, well, something works here too. Let's check the hatch. How bad we are. Everything needs to be lubricated there, everything in general. Everything is dirty. Well, I bought a lubricant, it's not a problem. He pulls back. Wow. And go ahead. Okay, it's working. The hatch is working. This is of course an incredible mirror just. Some tiny music is standing in a circle here, it seems even the most normal. And here is confirmation that the wheelbarrow is very poorly cared for. These are some kind of courier receipts, I don't really understand them. But the fact is that the cars were operated only on courier stuff. 2-liter engine in courier traffic. From the 17th, 10th, 22nd. The lowest one. The lowest one. The lowest invoice. The 10th is the 22nd. Come on, the top one. They say it stood for 4 months. The wheelbarrow stood for 4 months. 15th, 10th, 22nd, 22nd. 22nd. The 22nd door, the door. In the 22nd, this car was the least lucky. Okay, let's throw it all out. So that's it. Somehow she's going. Somehow bad, I would say she's going. The battery is still burning. But if you do it like this, the revs have leveled off. Here's the fee a little bit poked. In short, I launched a certain vote earlier and based on its results, a decision will be made on what to do with this machine. However, my voice is the first. I think it should be sold as soon as possible. That is, I'll try to stop by the guys about the exhaust. And sell it as a corknick. But first it needs to be washed, cleaned, thrown out all unnecessary. We turn plastic into plastic, paper for paper. I have everything I need at home. And let's see how clean it will be outwardly at least. But no one really washed the car, shaved or cut it. Nothing was done to her. As they say, this is how legends die. There is no threshold, by the way. There are floors. There are floors. There are no stretchers. There's nothing. Sadness, the task of this car. So mine and most likely sell. But it depends on the vote. What to do when the bolts are not that good? Since they are made of plasticine. Thursday. So we will make them from plus minus ones. By tapping, right. Who also did with Damn Roy. I don't have a screwdriver to drill it out. And there's aluminum. Well, maybe the dangling of aluminum is some kind of mixture. Stuck to aluminum. Aluminum platforms. Cool. Cool. German technologies. I won. He got out of it. It's only 3 hours of sex. Here too, I had to tinker. This one is more or less normal. A couple without clicks. But that's bullshit. The joke is that I do not know it is not visible. There's this aluminum crumb here. In short, it has grown there. Don't water it. I had to hammer and twist, damn it. Hands all of shit. But it's an old car. Here, as if not to conspire hands. This? It means doing nothing. Do not approach her at all. That's it. Now we will adjust without one bolt. A little bit under, let's say, the board is down, and the turns will be more even. I've already checked. I forgot to turn on a little light. Now the battery will probably end. Something to sit him down very quickly. Right here as fast as possible. Come on. Adaptation. Okay. No. Still not. He doesn't want to. That's it, I'm all over it. Quiet, 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 quiet. The Boo does not understand how much air the starter, the battery. And what else? How much air enters the system? Because consider resetting the settings. But no. I took a sandwich, I hope. So. Well, somewhere nearby. Okay, let go of the pedal. Come on, remember how many turns you need. Come on, I turned everything off. That's it, work without load. Come on. That's it? The adaptation seems to have passed. That is a nuance. You step on the gas, you reset it, it falls through and comes back. But there is already a question for other systems. Everything turns out to be in order. He's fretting. He's been fidgeting a little. Well, as it is, everything is fine. So, all the bolt goes with me. There's order here. The voltage is changing here, some kind of bullshit in general. Something is still wrong here, as well as here, as well as here, as in general. On the contrary, everything is stable. That's good. But this bolt fucked my whole head. So, now you will need to pick up the salon. Yes, this is already a farting way out. Pick up the salon, put everything in order here and go. So what is this? It's stalled. Bowls? So screwed up all this stuff. I cleaned everything. There was a whole mountain of fabric. Wow. Technologies. A whole mountain of swags. I threw it out, cleaned everything out. A whole bag of garbage. Then another one. Tin, in short. Behind them, that they are smaller. Well, what I could do. Package, garbage we send. There was some kind of lawlessness going on here. They just put horseradish on the wheelbarrow. Come on. Not stable. Not stable does not want to. It seems to me that the air has been sucked in somewhere else. Well, no, come on. Well, you bastard. Yes, we may have something to do with air suction. To be absolutely anything. I'm not going to speculate, but I'm not going to poke around here anymore. So let's try it. Okay, let's see if everything is turned off. Something. Liveliness. The lights are off. What do you need then? Yes, the problem with DMRV is also the same. Stopudovo. Maybe Leonda is counting incorrectly. Reading. That I had it filmed there in the service. We are not going to reject anything here. Well, whatever it is, let it work as it works. So that's it, I took my foot off the gas, great. Let's give him loads. And it stalled. They gave the load. Clearly. Starter? How can such a car be sold at all? Well, I don't give a fuck, I'm going to sell it. Yes, a lot. Listen, well, it feels like it gives a lot of gasoline. Everything works stably. Well, I should wash up today. I'm talking about the car and about myself, too. Fuck you. Doused her everywhere with a liquid key. Grease it up. I don't know if it's worth buying a brown tank to change the liquid after all. I'm sitting there like a liter and a half, a tank of gur. In general, the fuck knows. In general, I have no idea what to do next with this machine. Sell in any way. By the way, I just noticed, look what the speedometer is made of. Me. I do not know, is that a stick from a Chupa Chups or something? This is some kind of joke. So the turns, it's just some kind of joke. Funny. Look, I'm teaching overbuying technologies. A badge, I don't teach. And where? And where did I go? I just held it in my hand. Let's take a break. The motor with the battery decided to make my head again. Now it just stalled and didn't want to start. But I'm not going to deal with this, and it's an overbought chip. There is a sponge for shoes, and for any surface, as a matter of fact. Colorless. Necessarily colorless. We take and polish the whole device for her. As you can see, shine and gloss are provided to you. I just wiped the dust off now, because the car was standing for quite a long time. We go through everything carefully like this. The main thing is that it does not ooze with any liquid, and other nonsense. Cool. See which steering wheel immediately becomes pleasant. Let's wash the car now inside, outside. I'm going to pass this napkin now. Because the hands are getting dirty here, it won't get any worse. Here's a look right noticeable. Plastic changes noticeably. Now I'll go through everything. Wash, clean, take off the final point, and that's it. And it's over with this landing. He will most likely die somewhere in the delivery. Unless, of course, a decision is made in favor of keeping it. Look, does it have a beautiful view? Beautiful. No, the cars from the 90s have their own special charm. There is no arguing with this. To no avail. But this particular instance has outlived itself. This instance is everything. Well, there's another one right here, right? Use it. Shit is filthy. Immediately it became more pleasant to sit in a wheelbarrow. Gorgeous. In general, everything is now so polished. I took the second sponge because it won't take out. Here it will not take out. The second time, you will need to pass unambiguously. 5 gears. Show-offs? Something like that. Now you're going to sing into the camera here. Let's try to take a ride with her. Damn, but the car choked, of course. This is a very strange square. And very strange. We'll climb in there when the sponge is already disheveled. It will already thrill you. The cheapest sponges. Some 20 rubles or something. The main thing is that it is not raw. There are, well, raw ones, then you will need to remove the napkins. And this will practically not be necessary. I'll go through everything with one napkin. Dry and that's it. Well, it's become nicer. Much nicer. It's scratched here, of course. And that's it. Does it look like a normal car already? No, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. And it doesn't look like it will. Man, I wanted to rebuild. It's unreal. It's unreal. Well, everything glitters. So well, it turns out let's go. Oh. Rich. So, what is it? The problem with DMRV. DMRV makes his head. It works, then it doesn't work. Let's try to get somewhere now on what we have. So light, belt, transmission. Now don't make a head. The hatch? Let's open the hatch. Well, you don't see it, of course. Yes, with a turnaround of a pinch. Now let's try to stop by the sink. Oh. That's it. Here we are. What do you want, you bastard? Well, let's test it again. Let's test it again. Like it shouldn't be like this. Straight biting. But I was driving here now, he was pecking too. Yes. In the technology of the Mesozoic period. There is also a whack standing there. Yachty. Well, one bullshit whack. Let's try again. I've already dropped the battery. No, he doesn't want to. It doesn't burn. Why did I climb up there? The back now does not turn on and smokes. The bitch smokes. The mixture is wrong. That's the way it is. It seems to have spread out. Oops. 50. Feels like 100. Super mega inadequate car, to be honest. Something like a front pendant on the temple. Yes. The front suspension doesn't really feel good there. Well, that's it. Buy buckets for yourself. Sex will be provided. So a 50 kopeck meteor. Damn, the front suspension, steering is missing. Yes. There's something on the sink. Damn, it's on the other side to stop lie, right? And with that kind of. I don't feel all the dimensions yet. But I would have passed, but you know it's better to cross the grizz. Yes, the exhaust is right up to everything. So there are dudes on the pictures riding. The sound from them is appropriate. I decided to wash everything. Even this stuff. Dragged everything out of the trunk. Look what I found. There is a Dukatka, and it's straight good. A jack, incomprehensible pieces of wood. Apparently there was a plastic case here once. Lots of belts. I'll have to throw mine here. The Boshevskis didn't even try to take care of a wheelbarrow once, but it's probably a very long time ago. So here's the bullshit. That's it, we will have a bird rescuer. And we'll wash this shit too. There are traces of mech oil, damn it. That's the beauty. So, but I haven't been able to drive for a long time. Not that I worked at the car wash and my own, of course. Ah, carpets. Epperst, I forgot about them. So, let it sit down for now. A strange car wash, of course. Another table is provided. Well, then we'll go to another one. It would be vacuumed, but I won't do it. Damn. No washing, nothing will help him anymore. We repainted not a car, but some kind. By tradition, we remove the clamp, so that it does not sit down overnight. I haven't found a drawdown yet. Yes, I won't look for it. Probably, I'll give it to the fuck, if I don't ride it. Everything seems to be fine with the engine. The DMR seems to have taken some kind of position, where it does not stall, and does not troit, and even goes somehow. Doubtful of course, but okay. That's it. What I washed, what I didn't wash. It hasn't changed a damn thing. This age-old rust, which was here, has remained. You need to wash it with a sponge, but it's impossible to wash with a sponge. Frankly, it's impossible. It's all going to fall off. In general, look, the salon is even prettier. It is necessary to go through the sponge a second time and wipe the rags with a napkin. So, in principle, it's not bad either. It works somehow. Look, almost like a factory. The horn doesn't work, the infection. We need to find a horn. I missed the hatch. I didn't open the door, because it's pointless. In short, the Passat comes to life, but it's still not the kind of work that you can count on. And not the kind of engine work that you wanted. And so a courier solution, Well, or a designer, so that he becomes someone. Well, or as the first car will go only 2 liters, it's certainly tough. Let's take a look. I kind of refueled there, it was there. In short, a total of 35 liters. 35 liters. And I threw off the battery. Now there are less than 30 left, and I drove like 25 kilometers at most. He eats a lot, but somehow he goes.